If you're anything like most men, then you probably know how it feels when a woman ignores you. It's not a good feeling. You feel rejected, unimportant, and even invisible. But what if I told you that there is a way to turn this feeling around and use it to your advantage? In this video, I'm going to tell you what to do when a woman ignores you. I'm going to show you how to use her ignoring you as an opportunity to create attraction and make her want you more. So if you're ready to learn how to turn the tables on a woman who's ignoring you, then watch on. 1. Stop texting her. When a woman is ignoring you, the best thing to do is to stop texting her. While it may be tempting to bombard her with messages, this could make things uncomfortable for her and actually exacerbate the situation. She may even start avoiding or ignoring you further. Instead, give her some time to respond to your messages. Don't expect an instant response after sending a text. She might be busy with work or doing something else that's taken priority over responding immediately. If she doesn't respond after a few days, don't feel discouraged. That just means that she may have seen your message but isn't ready to respond yet. However, if the woman continues to ignore your messages despite repeated attempts at contact, then it may be a sign that she's not interested, and you should let her go and move on. This can be difficult, but it's important to respect the fact that not everybody will like you and that it's better in the long run to focus on those who do appreciate your presence in their lives. 2. Give her a call. Sometimes, a phone call can be more effective than texting in particular situations. If you believe your text messages to a woman you're interested in are being ignored, it may be time to take it up a notch and give her a call. This can be a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know how she'll react. The best way to go about it is to be straightforward about your feelings and ask if there's a specific reason for her lack of communication. Doing this conveys that you respect her and want to stay open about the situation, which could help resolve any underlying issue that may have been preventing her from responding. It is important to remember not to get confrontational or defensive, though. Accusatory questions, such as "Why won't you talk to me?" will only put strain on a relationship and make it harder for her to open up, even if she does eventually pick up the call. 3. Avoid needy and pathetic behavior. It's hard when a woman you're interested in ignores you, but don't panic. Remember that trying to win her back by being clingy or needy will only push her further away and make it harder to get her attention. Instead, focus on building your own self-confidence and independence. Show her and yourself that you're a person with their own goals, dreams, and passions who is completely self-sufficient. Plus, remember that a healthy relationship requires mutual respect and trust, a sense of understanding and empathy between two people, and not just one person desperately clinging to the other for attention or affection. If she's ignoring you, it's important to take the time to reflect on why she might be doing so and how your behavior may have impacted it. Find ways to modify your own behavior so as not to sabotage your chances with her in the future. 4. Don't try to control the situation. It can be incredibly frustrating when a woman you like ignores your attempts to talk. But instead of trying to force her to talk to you, respect her boundaries and give her the space she needs. Trying to control the situation and make someone talk when they don't want to is not only unproductive, but can also negatively affect the relationship. Instead, focus on what you can control: your own behavior and actions. If she needs space, give it to her. Do not take it personally if she doesn't respond or responds late, as it could be because she is dealing with something else in her life that has nothing to do with you. But don't remain passive for too long either. If you think that communication is needed for whatever reason, reach out again after some time has passed and let her know that you're still interested in talking if and when she's ready. It's important that you make her feel heard and respected, regardless of how she chooses to respond. 5. Get perspective on the situation. When a woman is ignoring you, it can be helpful to try to get a different perspective on the situation. Think about things from her point of view and take into consideration any external factors that may be influencing her behavior. This can help you approach her with empathy and understanding when the time comes. It is also important to remember that everyone has their own way of dealing with and responding to situations, so it may not always be easy to pinpoint exactly what she is thinking or feeling. Try not to make assumptions about her mood or intentions. Instead, take a step back, take some time to yourself, and try to see things from a different angle. Doing this will help you make sure you're considering the whole story before coming to any conclusions. 6. Don't take it personally. When a woman ignores you, it can be really tempting to start blaming yourself for thinking of all the ways you could have done better. But try to remain level-headed and keep in mind that it's unlikely to be a reflection of your worth or value as a person. Maybe she's going through personal issues and doesn't feel like talking, or maybe she isn't interested in a relationship. Either way, dwelling on the why won't do much good for anyone, so don't take it personally. And remember, this is not about you. Of course, it's natural to feel hurt and sad, but avoid getting overly emotional. Rather, use this as an opportunity to look inward and reflect on how you handle rejection. Taking responsibility for your actions may help you become more resilient if something similar happens in the future. 7. Focus on self-care and moving on if the relationship ends. If it becomes clear that the woman continues to ignore you and the relationship ends, it's important to focus on self-care and healing. Take some time to process your emotions and feelings in a healthy way. It's normal to feel hurt and let down when a relationship ends, so make sure you acknowledge these feelings in a constructive manner. Focus on building a fulfilling life for yourself and moving forward in a positive direction. Look for activities that bring you joy, like spending time with friends or family, listening to music, traveling, or doing something creative. Doing these things can help you move past the hurt and disappointment of the situation and get back on track.